Welcome everyone and a pleasant good evening here from Bruce Trojan Field as the Bruce Trojans are moments away from getting this baseball game underway, or game of the week here in Calhoun County against the Okolona Chieftains coming to town here. This is the final home game of the season for the Trojans before they'll go into the divisional tournament coming up later on this week. Bruce will be wearing the gold tops today with the blue caps with the B on the front and the white pants. Okolona, the visiting team, in the visiting gray with the maroon helmets and the black undershirts. Don Brooks along with Adam Gore, glad to be bringing you this battle between a couple of 2A squads. This is a non-district game for both of these clubs, as Okolona, who used to be in this district, moved out recently into the district with Boonville, Baldwin, and all of those schools, and now Bruce battling a long-time rival in the Okolona Chieftains. Well, let's give you a look at the starting lineup. First of all, for the visiting Okolona Chieftains, leading off and playing shortstop is Jeremy Kotz. Kotz leading off and playing shortstop. Batting second in left field is Derek Bogan. Bogan hitting second, playing left field. Batting third is the center fielder, Waverly McClinton. McClinton batting third and playing center field. The pitcher today is Norman Cruz. Cruz batting fourth and doing the pitching. Batting fifth at first base, Anthony Buchanan. Buchanan hitting fifth for the Chieftains. Batting sixth, the catcher, Greg Brown. Brown's your catcher, hitting in the number 6 hole. Batting seventh, the right fielder, Jamie LaCastro. LaCastro hitting seventh and playing right field. Batting eighth and playing second base is Andrew Eddy. Eddy batting eighth and playing second base. And batting ninth is the third baseman, number 9, Chris Hughes. Hughes in the number 9 hole today for Okolona. Head coach is Coach Fitzpatrick for the Chieftains. For the Bruce Trojans defensively, in the outfield, in left field is number 7, Matt Fulton. Out in center field, number 2, Jamal Jackson. The right fielder is number 3, Kenny Armstrong. Over at third base is number 19, Chess Dye. Dye at third base. At shortstop, number 13, Colton Ward. At second base is number 1, Brent Spencer. Over at first base is number 11, Eddie Logan. Logan at first base. Behind the plate is the catcher, number 12, Chad Logan. Logan catching. And on the mound today for the Trojans is the right-hander Bill Malone, number 5, as Malone draws the start today for the Trojans under the direction of head coach Phil Ferguson, back in his first year now as coach after coaching several years ago before Donnie Logan took over the reins. And then, of course, when Coach Logan moved on, then Coach Ferguson has taken back over the baseball program here at Bruce. We're going to take a break, hear from some of our sponsors that are helping us bring you this game today, and we'll be back here with the first pitch here from Bruce right after these messages. Welcome back, everyone, here to Bruce. We're ready to get this one underway as Bill Malone delivers the first pitch. A little tapper over the mound. Going to be a tough play for Ward. He gloves and does not have a play. It'll be an infield single on the first pitch of the game for Jeremy Kotz, who just tapped a little bouncer over the mound. Malone couldn't get to it as it went over his head, and then Ward gloved it cleanly, but good speed that time from Kotz to beat it out. So an infield base hit gets this one underway here in the top of the first for Okolona, and that brings up the left fielder, Derek Bogan. Bogan will stand in, a right-handed hitter here against Malone, and a quick throw to first, and the runner is back. This is our final regular season game here in Calhoun County, the game of the week. It's our second look at Bruce this year. Saw him play Upor earlier this year as that pitch misses low for a ball. 1 ball and no strikes. We had hoped to get the Bruce Calhoun City game a couple of Saturdays ago, but was not aware that there had been a time change. The game was changed, and so we didn't get a chance to get that one. Bruce did win that game over the Wildcats by the final score of 5-2. That ball was line foul down the left field line, so the count evens 1 ball and 1 strike on Derek Bogan. 1 ball, 1 strike to Bogan. Waverly McClinton will be next for the Chieftains. Here's the pitch up high for a ball, the fastball. 2 balls and 1 strike. Not a real big crowd out today here from Bruce. Nobody came over from Okolona, it doesn't look like. Mostly all home folks today. Here's the 2-1 pitch, high fly ball center field. Jamal Jackson has a beat on it. Gathers it and makes the put out for the first out of the inning. So 1 down here in the top of the first on a fly ball to center field. Cox had to hold it first, and that'll bring up Waverly McClinton. Clinton, the center fielder today for the Chieftains. Okolona with just enough players to play. They don't have any bench at all. Making the trip over from Chickasaw County today. Here's the pitch, and that's a strike called. 0-1 the count to Waverly McClinton. Bruce, the only area team in action today on a Monday afternoon. The 0-1 pitch instead of throw to first and back safely is Jeremy Cox. Wind is still blowing. You can hear it coming through the mics here out here in Bruce. There's a foul tip back off the chest protector of Chad Logan and the umpire both. It looked like it got a piece of. 2 strikes to count here on Waverly McClinton. So Malone trying to battle here and after giving up an infield single, trying to get out of this inning with no damage done. That pitch just missed low and away, 1-2 the count. Norman Cruz is on deck for Okolona. He's the pitcher today, so he'll be on the mound as well in the bottom of the inning. There goes the runner. The pitch is low. The throw by Logan is going to be not in time. A little bit up the first base side, and stolen base will be credited to Jeremy Cox. Cox went in standing that time. So an easy stolen base and a runner in scoring position now for the Chieftains. They try to grab the early lead here in the first. A 2-2 pitch. 1 hopper down to third is off the glove of Dye. Long throw is going to be not in time. The runner's going to take advantage and move on over to third from second. An error on the third baseman that time, Dye, who bobbled the soft liner. Took a little bit of a short hop, but it was a makeable play down at third, so an error charge to Dye will put runners at the corners here for Okolona. So they're threatening here in the first inning, and Norman Cruz is your batter. Maybe a running situation here for McClinton down at first. And there he goes. The pitch is in the dirt. It skips away from Chad Logan, and so it'll be an easy stolen base for Waverly McClinton. Second stolen base of the inning for Okolona. And runners are at second and third now with only 1 down. Bruce has brought the infield in here in the first inning. Try to cut that runner off at the plate, so not wanting to give up a run here. It's Coach Ferguson. That pitch is going to be low for a ball 2. It's 2 balls and no strikes here on Norman Cruz. Glad you could join us here on a nice afternoon for baseball. It's a little windy, but other than that, it's a comfortable setting weather-wise. Here's the pitch, and it's high for ball 3. So 3-0 now on Cruz. He'll probably be taken here. First base is open. Alone out of the stretch. Here's the 3-0 pitch, and that's a strike right down the middle, across the letters. And it's 3 balls and 1 strike now on Norman Cruz. Anthony Buchanan in the on-deck circle for the Chieftains. Here's the 3-1 pitch. Ball 4 up and in, so Cruz draws the walk. That's the first walk issued by Bill Malone. And runners are at all 3 bases now. They're loaded for Anthony Buchanan. Buchanan, a left-handed hitter, will stand in, the first baseman for the Chieftains. Malone comes to the belt, and the pitch is a strike called right down the middle with a fastball. And a good job by Malone getting ahead of the hitter here. No balls and 1 strike here on Anthony Buchanan. And that pitch is high for ball 1. 1 ball and 1 strike. Here's the 1-1 pitch. High ball 2. 2-1 now on Buchanan. So Malone struggling a little bit here in the first. They haven't hit him very hard. An infield single and an error. He did walk 1 batter though. That pitch is high for ball 3. So 3-1 now on Buchanan. Nowhere to put the batter here. You don't want to walk him. Forcing a run here. So Malone wants to throw a strike here. And the pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 2, and the count's full now on Anthony Buchanan. Strikeout would be big here for Bill Malone. Infield is back in the middle, shortstop and second playing for the double play. They're in at the corners, just off the grass. That ball sliced down the third base line, a fair ball. 1 run will score. Here comes the second runner. He's going to score easily. And going into third is Cruz, and in the second goes Anthony Buchanan with an RBI, 2 RBI double. And Okolona takes the early 2-0 lead. So Buchanan picks up a couple of RBIs as he just sliced that one down the third base line in a good spot. No chance for Chestai to make the play. And so now Okolona still has 2 runners in scoring position as a strike is called here on Greg Brown, the catcher. Cruz at third, Buchanan at second. McClinton and Kotz already have scored. There's strike 2, so it's quickly 0-2 now on Greg Brown. He's the 6th man to bat in the inning today. And the pitch, that's low for ball 1. 1-2 the count. A 1-2 pitch, and that hit him. So Brown will advance to first on the hit batter. He's a little shaken up on the play as he's trying to shake it off in home plate. The coach is coming in to look at Greg Brown. So once again, the bases are going to be loaded here, but still only 1 out here in the top of the first inning. He'll make his way down to first, and the batter will be Jamie LaCastro, the right fielder, coming to the plate. So a tough start here for the Trojans in the top of the first. Okolona still playing with the bases loaded here with only 1 down as LaCastro comes to the plate. And we're back to action here as Malone delivers, and that's a strike called. 0-1 to count. 0-1 pitch is inside and low for ball one. 1 ball and 1 strike to count. One pitch coming to LaCastro. Here it is, and that's going to be outside, ball 2, 2-1. A 2-1 pitch. Ground ball, base hit in the left field. Another run will score. And they're going to hold, and now the runner's coming to third, so he's going to have to go home. Here's the throw to the plate. It's going to be not in time, and it skips away, and another run will score. So 3 runs will score on the play. So Okolona now leads 5-0 on an RBI single by Jamie LaCastro, and then he'll get credit for 1 RBI. They had actually held the runner Buchanan at third, but Greg Brown was running up his back. He was heading on over to third, and so he had to go home. He didn't have a choice. By the time Fulton made the throw to the plate, it was low and it skipped away from the catcher Logan, and Okolona ended up scoring 2 more runs. So now the score is 5-0, and the pitch is high for a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. LaCastro at second. And the pitch is a strike call over the inside corner, so it goes to 1-2. 1 out here in the top of the first, 5-0 Chieftains. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. So Malone gets a big strikeout there. 2 down in the inning as Andrew Eddy will head back to the dugout, and it'll bring up the number 9 hitter, Chris Hughes. Hughes, the 9th man to bat in this inning. First pitch he takes across the chest for strike 1. 1 strike to count. And that's inside for a ball. So 1-1 to count on Hughes, the Chieftain third baseman on the afternoon. And the pitch is over but low for ball 2, 2-1. Five runs on 3 hits. 1 Bruce error here in the first. And the pitch is up high for ball. 3 balls now on Hughes. And the pitch, and he swings right through it. A late swing there for a strike, and the count's full, 3-2. Full count to Chris Hughes. Okolona was late getting here today. They just got off the bus and started warming up. They didn't really have a whole lot of time warming up, and there's a strikeout as Malone strikes out Hughes with a high fastball to end the inning. But a big inning for the Chieftains as they pick up 5 runs on 3 hits, 1 error, and 1 man left. And after a half inning is Okolona 5, and the Trojans coming to bat. Let's give you the starting lineup today for the Trojans. Leading off and playing center field will be number 2, Jamal Jackson. Jackson leading off, playing center field. Batting second is the catcher, number 12, Chad Logan. Logan batting second and catching today. Batting third to shortstop, number 13, Colton Ward. Ward batting third, playing shortstop. Batting fourth, the first baseman, number 11, Eddie Logan. Eddie Logan batting fourth. Hitting fifth, number 19, the third baseman, Chess Dye. Dye batting fifth, playing third base. Hitting sixth is number 1, the second baseman, Brent Spencer. Spencer hitting sixth in the lineup today. Batting seventh and playing left field, number 7, Matt Fulton. Fulton in left field, for the Trojans. Hitting 8th, the right fielder, number 3, Kenny Armstrong. Armstrong batting 8th and playing right field. And batting 9th is the pitcher, number 5, Bill Malone. Malone hitting in the 9 hole today for Bruce. Defensively for Okolona, out in left field is Derek Bogan. Over in center field is McClinton. The right fielder is LaCastro. Across the infield at third base, Chris Hughes. Down at shortstop, Jeremy Cox. The second baseman is Andrew Eddy. Over at first base is Anthony Buchanan. Behind the plate is Greg Brown. And on the mound today for the Chieftains is the right-hander, number 13, Norman Cruz. Cruz taking his warm-up tosses here as we're getting close to getting this ball game underway in the bottom of the first. Okolona started off in dramatic fashion for them. They picked up 5 runs there in the top of the first to jump out to the early lead. Now let's see if the Trojans can come back. Jamal Jackson will lead it off. It'll be Jackson, Chad Logan, and Colton Ward. Last time we saw the Trojans ever playing Upor, what was a good ball game. Upor got a big 4-run ninth, though, a 4-run seventh, I should say, in the last inning to pull away and win it 13-8. So Jackson will dig in here from the left side. Cruz will get this one underway here in the bottom of the first. The first pitch is high for ball 1. Want to know the count here on Jackson. And he swings and misses, and that evens the count, 1 ball and 1 strike. One pitch to Jamal, and he hits it into right field. Right fielder backing up, backpedaling, and cannot make the catch. Jackson's going to hit on down to second. Here comes the throw back into the infield. Jackson's going to try for third. Here's the throw. They're going to hold it, and it'll be a triple for Jamal Jackson. Ball really probably should have been caught that time. The right fielder didn't get a real good jump on it as he backed up Jamie LaCastro and never could get to the ball as he reached over his right shoulder, tried to backhand it. Didn't get a glove on it, so it'll be a triple for Jackson. The Trojans trying to battle back here with a good start to the bottom of the first, a leadoff triple, and now Chad Logan, the catcher, will stand in. Logan, the right-handed hitter, takes it in the dirt. Jackson's going to try to score. Here's the throw to the plate, and he is safe. Jackson slid around the glove that time, the tag of Cruz. Looked like the throw might have beat him just a bit, but Jackson able to slide around the tag, so he is safe on the wild pitch. So the Trojans cut the lead to 5-1 now. So Logan will bat with the bases empty now and a 1-0 count. That pitch is high for ball, and it's quickly 2-0 now on Logan. The 2-0 pitch, outside and low, ball 3, 3-0 now. Cruz ready, the windup, and the 3-0 pitch is hitting the air to right field. Another chance for LaCastro. LaCastro slipped and fell down. Logan will head to second. He'll stop there with a double. So there, LaCastro now has misjudged 2 fly balls. Never got a glove on either one of them. It looks like they're gonna switch positions out there as LaCastro's moving into center field. Oh no, he's moving all the way to left field. So I see if the Trojans can hit it over that way now. And Castro is way over in the left center. There's a big hole down the third base line for the left field line for Colton Ward, who stands in from the left side. Strike called in there to Ward. I don't know that I've ever seen that happen in a game where right in the middle of a inning where the right fielder just jogged right on over to left field and they switched positions right there in the middle of the game. That curveball way outside. Real slow curve there. Seemed like it took forever to get to the plate. Drifted outside for a ball. So 2-0 on Ward. Here's the pitch and a ground ball foul up the first base line. So everybody will have to move back to the base paths here. Wally Ferguson, number 8, doing the pinch running right now. The courtesy runner for Chad Logan, the catcher, who came out. 2 balls and a strike on Colton Ward. Nobody out. Base runner at second, 1 run in for the Trojans here in the bottom of the first. And there's a line shot to the first baseman, a 1-hopper. He scooped it, steps on the bag, does not make a throw to third. As the base runner Ferguson moves up to third base. So score at 3 unassisted for Colton Ward as he's retired for the first out of the inning, and it brings up the first baseman cleanup hitter Eddie Logan. And Logan takes a strike on the outside corner, 0-1. And the pitch is grounded to short. Runners coming to the plate. They'll throw to first for the out there. And coming in to score is Ferguson. So it is an RBI ground out for Eddie Logan. 6-3 on the put out, but he does pick up the RBI. And the Trojans have cut the lead now to 5-2. So with 2 outs and the base is empty, it'll bring up third baseman Chess Dye. Dye takes it outside for ball 1. Norman Cruz, the pitcher today for the Chieftains. Here's the pitch. And Dye swings and misses at a high fastball, and it's 1-1. One ball, 1 strike on Dye. Right-handed batter. Ready in the pitch. He lines a base hit through the hole in the right field. Third hit of the inning for the Trojans. So Dye's aboard. He went the other way with a single. And that'll bring up the second baseman, Brent Spencer. So Dye's at first with 2 down. Spencer takes it high, ball 1. 1-0 the count. Swing and a miss. Evens the count, 1 ball and 1 strike. A lot of activity going on here at the Bruce Park today. We've got some little league teams or kiddie league teams practicing, it looks like, out behind the center field fence and also behind the right field fence on the little league field. There's a curveball and it drifted outside for a ball, and it's 2 balls and a strike. 2-1 pitch gets away from the catcher, and it'll go to the backstop, and Dye will head down to second. He'll move up on the pass ball. So Dye's in scoring position now with 3 balls and 1 strike count on Brent Spencer. Cruz from the stretch. The 3-1 pitch, ground ball right back to Cruz. He'll glove and throw him out at first, so Spencer retired, and the Trojans come up with 2 runs in the bottom of the first inning. 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 1 man left. And after 1 here from Bruce, the score, Okolona 5 and the Trojans 2. We'll take a break. Be back with more here from Bruce right after this. Welcome back, everyone, as we go to the top of the second inning. Both teams able to put some runs on the board in the first. Okolona with a 5 spot. Bruce picked up a couple to get back within 3. It's now 5-2. And at the top of the order here for the Chieftains, Jeremy Kotz. Kotz grounds it foul up along third. Kotz singled his first time up, an infield hit. Stole second, came around to score on the double by Buchanan. That pitch missed for a ball. So 2 balls and a strike here. Bill Malone's the pitcher today for the Trojans. That ball's foul back over the screen. And the count goes to 2-2 on Jeremy Kotz. Two-two pitch to Kotz, way up high, ball 3. Full count now on the Chieftain leadoff man. Derek Bogan and Waverly McClinton due up for Okolona. There's ball 4 down low. Malone with a walk. So for the second straight inning, the leadoff man's aboard here for Okolona. Both times it's been Jeremy Kotz, so he's doing his job as a leadoff hitter, getting on base, and he's a threat to run as Derek Bogan, who flied out to center his first time up, will stand in. And the first pitch, he squares to bunt, and a foul ball as it hit the bat twice. He's going to call him out here. The ball hit the bat twice. He actually bunted in it. Then when he went to run, looked like it bounced up and hit the bat. I'm not real sure why he's out that time, unless it actually hit him while he was out of the batter's box as he was running, and I think that was a call. I'm not so sure that happened, that he was out of the box when it hit him, but that was a call. And the batter is Waverly McClinton, the center fielder. Reached on an error and came around to score back in the first. There goes the runner, and it popped it up foul out of play over the Trojan dugout. One ball, 1 strike on Waverly McClinton. And Malone with a throw to first. Here's the stretch. The runner goes. The pitch is high. The throw down to second is going to be in the center field. Jamal Jackson backs it up, then bobbles it, and the runner will go to third. So an error will be given to Jackson on the play, I guess. It'll be a stolen base. Logan's throw was high, but the runner had already stopped. He was not going to advance to third until Jackson bobbled the ball. So Jamal will pick up an error. That ball hit down the left field line and dropping fast, but foul. As McClinton was out in front of that one. Malone trying to get the strikeout here. McClinton wants to put it in play and get that run home from third. Extend the Okolona lead here in the top of the second. Jeremy Cox at third. And a swing and a miss. He struck him out. So a big strikeout for Bill Malone. That's his third of the afternoon. And a big one there because now 2 down. And it's going to take a 2-out hit here from Norman Cruz. Cruz walked back in the first inning and came around to score. That big first inning for the Chieftains. First pitch is a strike called and it's 0-1. The 0-1 pitch, line shot, and it is caught by Eddie Logan. Logan went up the ladder that time and snagged it. A nice defensive play to keep the run from scoring from third. So a great defensive play that time by Eddie Logan to keep the score at 5-2. No runs for the Chieftains in the inning on no hits. 1 Bruce error and 1 man left. And after an inning and a half, your score, Okolona 5, Bruce 2. Let's take a look at some of the sponsors that are helping bring this game to you today. They brought you the entire sports season. Grisani Rebel Motors in Oxford. Also Fred's Pharmacy. Kelwood Factory Outlet and Kelwood Company. Weeks Big Star. Parker Brothers Trucking. Merchants and Farmers Bank. Warehouser Company. Bruce Furniture Industries. Calhoun Apparel Incorporated, the Smokehouse Restaurant and Barbecue Company, Dr. Bruce Longest, Family Medical Clinic, also Home Care Medical Products Incorporated, Southern Discount Drugs, Vance Camper Sales in Grenada, Y'all Come Sports, TDS Telecom in Calhoun City, Pilon Furniture, Custom Coverage Insurance, and Bowles Honda. Glad to have all these businesses helping us bring you the Trojans, as well as Calhoun City and Vardaman. And we're going to have a Calhoun Academy game coming up for you also a week from tomorrow. From Calhoun Academy, they'll be taking on Hebron Christian. We'll get a chance to look at them for the first time this year. And if any of the teams make the playoffs, then we'll bring you some of those as well. As this is the final week of the season for the public schools. And then, of course, next week the playoffs will begin if any of the teams finish in the top 2 spots in their division. Bruce due up here in the bottom of the second. It'll be Matt Fulton, Kenny Armstrong, and Bill Malone. Cruz ready. The right-hander delivers ball 1, low and away. And the pitch is grounded to the second baseman. Over, but it cannot make the play. The shortstop picks it up and throws in the dirt. Not in time. So that'll be an error on Eddie down at second. Andrew Eddy not able to come up with it on a ground ball off the bat of the Trojan left fielder, Matt Fulton. He reaches on the E4. So Kenny Armstrong will be the hitter. Every leadoff man has been aboard here in this game so far. We're just in the second. The first 2 innings for both teams, they've got the leadoff man aboard. There's a strike at the knees on Kenny Armstrong, the right fielder. The stretch, the 0-1 pitch, popped it up on the infield. It's going to be the pitcher Cruz calling for it, and he makes the catch in foul territory. So Armstrong is retired on the pop out for the first out of the inning, and it'll bring up the pitcher Bill Malone. Head coach Phil Ferguson coaching down at third, and Brian Maddox, assistant coach, down at first for the Trojans today. And a curveball is a strike in there to Bill Malone. Neither one of these pitchers today are going to be very overpowering. What they're going to have to do is spot the ball very well and throw strikes. That pitch is away for ball 1. 1 ball and 1 strike. Jamal Jackson on deck for the Trojans. 1 down with Fulton at first, and the pitch, swing and a miss for strike 2. So 1 ball and 2 strikes here on Malone. Here's the 1-2 pitch, up and in for ball 2. 2-2 the count. This game got underway about 5:15, 5:20. A little bit behind schedule. And the pitch is outside, so it's a full count now on Bill Malone. We've already played close to an hour. We're just in the second inning, so it's moving very slowly right now. 3-2 pitch to Malone. The runner does not go. Ground ball to third. Glove there. Throw down to second is going to be low, but a nice scoop that time by the shortstop who was covering rather than the second baseman. So Okolona's doesn't exactly play it by the book defensively, as they moved their right fielder over to left field in the middle of an inning, and now their shortstop covers on the ground ball to third rather than the second baseman. But they do record the out, so that'll be scored 5-6 on the put out. And Jackson will bat now with a runner at first and 2 down. So Malone grounds into the force play. Jackson hits one deep in the air to center field. McClinton going back, looking up, and that ball's gone. 2-run home run for Jamal Jackson over the center field fence. And that cuts the Okolona lead down to 1 now, 5-4. So with Jamal Jackson on the first pitch, got a pitch he could handle. Now Jamal is in with a triple and a home run, so he could be looking at a chance to go for the cycle today if he could get a double and a single. He's got the 2 hardest of the 4 out of the way now. We're just in the second, so he should get several more at bats. 5-4 is the score now. Chad Logan, the batter. 2 RBIs on the play for Jamal Jackson, who's having a good afternoon. So Logan will bat here with the bases empty, 2 down. Doubled his first time up, came around to score. And he takes it high and away, ball 1. Logan's hit the ball well this year on TV7 in the games that we've seen. There's a nice little slow curve in for a strike. He had a home run against Upor earlier this year in a TV game. Cruz kicks and delivers, and that one's high for a ball. 2-1 to count. Two-one pitch is fouled out of play. Count evens at 2-2. Two balls, two strikes on Chad Logan. And a pitch and a high fly ball center field. Waverly McClinton backpedaling and's got the play and makes the catch. So a long out off the bat of Chad Logan ends the inning here in a second for the Trojans. But they do pick up 2 runs on 1 hit, 1 error, and nobody left. And after 2 innings complete here from Bruce, your score, Okolona 5 and the Trojans 4. We'll take a break and be back with more baseball here on TV7, TV 34 after these messages. Top of the 3rd inning here from Bruce. Okolona leading 5-4 after they scored 5 runs in the top of the 1st inning. Bruce got 2 in the 1st and 2 in the 2nd to cut into the lead. And the batter will be Anthony Buchanan. Buchanan doubled and scored, drove in a couple of runs back in the 1st. He takes that one outside. Trojan defense playing pretty much straight away here against Anthony Buchanan, who takes it outside for another ball. Malone falling behind in the count here. It'll be Buchanan, Brown, and LaCastro here in the top of the 3rd inning. There's a strike. So 3-1 now on Buchanan. Buchanan delivered a big hit back in the 1st when he doubled to score 2 runs, knock in a couple, and he takes a walk here. 3rd walk issued by Malone. Three hits so far for the Chieftains, but 3 walks and a hit batter as well, so they've had a lot of men on base. There's a strike in there too, Greg Brown. Brown was hit by a pitch back in the 1st and later came around to score as well. There goes the runner. The pitch is inside. To throw down to 2nd is going to be in time to get him. So Logan with a nice throw that time. Spencer over to cover, applied the tag to Buchanan, who is erased. 2-4. So 1 down here in top of the 3rd. And there's a strike called into Greg Brown. 1-1 on Brown. And a pitch, swing and a miss. Actually, it was 1-2. That's strike 3. So Brown strikes out swinging. That's 4 strikeouts now for Bill Malone. And there's 2 away here in the top of the 3rd, and the batter is Jamie LaCastro. Castro singled, drove in a run back in the 1st. He's had some trouble defensively today out in right field. He misjudged a couple of fly balls. One turned into a triple for Jackson. The other one turned into a double for Logan, but both of them really should have been caught. Then he moved to left field. There's a high pop-up, 3rd base side, and it's going to be out of play. Dye and Logan both over to give it a look, but it's about 5 or 10 feet over the fence and out of play. Just over the head of the front row of lawn chairs and some of the Bruce fans down there watching it on the third base side. So a chance now for Malone to get out of the inning if he can take care of LaCastro here with one more strike. Here's the pitch. Instead it's low for a ball. It's 1-2. One ball, two strikes on Jamie LaCastro. Malone delivers, bouncing ball to third, off the glove of Dye, and he can't make the play. So it'll be the second error of the day on Chess Dye. The third error against the Trojans. So they are struggling defensively today. Okolona's made one error. Five runs on 3 hits. And one error for Okolona. Bruce 4 runs on 4 hits and 3 errors. Batter now is Andrew Eddy, who struck out swinging his first time. He is 0 for 1. He takes ball 1. Swing and a miss at a high fastball, and so the count evens 1 ball and 1 strike here on Andrew Eddy. Choked up on the bat, the right-hander looks at the pitch high for a ball. It's actually 2-1 now, 2 balls and a strike. The 2-1 pitch is swung on and missed. And the count evens at 2-2. The 2-2 pitch fouled back at the plate as LaCastro was in motion that time. Hitting down to second. He'll have to go back. This is 2 balls and 2 strikes here on the second baseman, Andrew Eddy. Playing into the top of the third inning in a 5-4 ball game. Okolona on top. Malone comes to the stretch, and the pitch is strike 3 called. He rang him up. So Eddy strikes out for the second time today. 5 strikeouts now for Bill Malone, and he gets out of the inning with no damage done. So no runs, no hits, 1 error, 1 man left in the Okolona half of the third. And after 2.5, your score: the Chieftains 5, the Trojans 4. We'll take a break and be back with the Trojans bats coming up. It'll be Ward, Logan, and Dye when we come back. Bottom of the third inning as Colton Ward will come to the plate for the Trojans. Ward grounded out to first. His first time up, he's 0 for 1. Ward, Logan, and Dye to bat. The left-handed batter stands in against the right-handed pitcher here, Cruz, and a ground ball foul. One strike the count here on Ward. Norman Cruz. And the pitch is grounded foul. Strike 2 on Ward. No balls and 2 strikes here on Ward. Hit the ball hard his first time up, but right at the first baseman. 0-2 pitch way outside, and to the backstop it goes. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Here's the 1-2 pitch, and that's going to be ball 2 outside and low, 2-2. Two-two pitch coming here to Ward. Popped it up. Going to be out of play down the third base side. So the count remains 2-2 here on Colton Ward. Eddie Logan in the on-deck circle. That pitch is outside, ball 3. So a full count now on Ward after he fell behind 0-2. He's battled back to push the count full here against Cruz. Ground ball to the hole, and that's going to get through. Maybe. No, the first baseman makes a nice play. Throw to first is not in time. It was off the glove of the pitcher. It'll be a base hit for Ward, though. I'm not sure they would have had him anyway. I thought the ball was going to get through. It was a nice defensive play by the first baseman, Buchanan. But the throw was a little bit high and off the glove of the pitcher, so an infield base hit for Colton Ward. He's at first, and now for the 6th time in a row, the leadoff man's been aboard in this game. Pop foul out of play, strike 1 to count. Oh, 0-1 on Eddie Logan, who grounded out to short his first time up. Did pick up an RBI, though. That ball's hit high in the air to left center field. Center fielder McClinton's going to make the catch. Nobody happier that McClinton came over there than LaCastro. He's already missed 2 in the outfield and right field, and McClinton came over in the left center to catch that one. And Logan's retired for the first out here in the bottom of the 3rd. So 1 down and Chest Dye, the batter. He had an base hit through the hole in the right field his first time up. He's 1 for 1. And a throw over, and Ward dives back. Okolona leads 5-4. The tying run at first for the Trojans here in the 3rd. And the pitch is grounded to 3rd. Big hop and off the glove of the 3rd baseman. Heading to 3rd is Ward, and he's going to be in there safely. And Dye heads down to 2nd. An error on the 3rd baseman as the ball went right off his glove. So that's the 2nd Okolona error of the afternoon. So Dye reaches on the E5. So Ward's at 3rd, Dye's at 2nd, and Brent Spencer, the batter, he grounded back to the pitcher his first time, 0 for 1. Takes that one outside for ball 1. Base hit here, and the Trojans could grab the lead. And he takes it low, ball 2. 2-0 the count on Brent Spencer. Fly ball, right center field. It's going to be the right fielder coming in. He makes the catch. The runner's going to try to score. Here's the throw to the plate, and it gets by, and he's safe. So Malone scores. Or excuse me, not Malone, but Ward. Ward scores. It'll be a sacrifice fly for Spencer and an RBI. That ties the game now at 5 apiece. Over to third goes Dye. And with 2 down now, the batter will be Matt Fulton. So we're tied at 5. As Fulton will come to the plate. And the pitch, line drive off the glove of the pitcher. And it's going to be an infield base hit as Dye will score. So the Trojans take the lead 6-5. That ball was hit hard by Matt Fulton. Cruz was able to get a glove on it, but not really a chance to do anything with it as it ricocheted over toward the third baseman who didn't have a chance to get Fulton. So a base hit and an RBI for Fulton. And the batter is Kenny Armstrong. Swing and a miss at a curveball. He was trying to time that slow curve, but could not get it. Two runs in each of the first 3 innings for the Trojans. That pitch is fouled out of play. That very nearly hit a vehicle that was driving through the park. Pitch to Armstrong and is just missed, low and away. 1-2 the count. One ball, 2 strikes on Kenny Armstrong. Fulton at first. 6-5 Bruce on top now. In the bottom of the third, the pitch is upstairs for a ball. 2 balls and 2 strikes now on Armstrong. Popped out to the pitcher his first time, so he's 0 for 1. And a pitch. And a fly ball, center field. McClinton coming in, and McClinton's not going to get there. Here's a throw to third, and they're going to get Fulton, trying to advance to third, and that'll end the inning. McClinton looked like he was just kind of jogging after that ball in, running in, and then he realized he wasn't going to get there, and it dropped in for a base hit. But Fulton trying to advance to third is gunned down, so that will end the inning. After 3, though, Bruce able to pick up 2 runs in the inning on 3 hits, 1 error, and 2 men left, or 1 man left. And after 3 from Bruce, your score, the Trojans 6 and the Chieftains 5. We'll take a break and be back in just a moment. Top of the 4th inning, Okolona at the plate. Gonna be the 9, 1, and 2 hitters. First pitch to Hughes is bounced foul up along third. Chris Hughes leads it off. He struck out swinging his first time up. Then it'll be Jeremy Kotz and Derek Bogan. Five strikeouts on the afternoon for Bill Malone. There's a strike, and he's quickly ahead in the count here to Chris Hughes, 0-2. The 0-2 pitch struck him out swinging. 6 strikeouts now for Malone. And there's 1 down here in the top of the 4th, back to the top of the order now, and Jeremy Kotz. Kotz has had a good day. He's singled and walked, stolen 2 bases, scored once. And he lines one down the left field line, hooking foul by about 3 or 4 feet. 1 strike to count on Jeremy Kotz. Malone has only given up 3 hits through 3 innings. Not bad at all, but he has walked 3, and hit 1. He's had some errors behind him, 3 Bruce errors as well. That pitch inside, 1 ball, 1 strike. Three errors on the Trojans, 2 on Okolona so far. That pitch is over but low. So 2 balls now and a strike. 2-1 pitch. Tapper at the plate is straight up, and Logan tags him out. There was a collision in front of the plate between Logan and Kotz. It was a fair ball all the way. The ball bounced right off the plate. Bounced way up in the air, and Logan quickly out in front to pick it up before it was able to possibly bounce foul, and the batter never ran. Kotz, I guess, assumed it was foul, and so he is tagged out. 2 unassisted, and there's 2 down now. Derek Bogan is 0 for 2. Bogan flied to center and then was called out on a bunt attempt when he was attempted to bunt, and then the ball came up and hit him while he was out of the box, so he was out, called out there. 2 down here. Line shot down the left field line, a fair ball. Going to be cut off out there by Fulton, and it's going to be a long single for Derek Bogan. Good job by Fulton that time to get over there and back it up, because if that ball gets by him to the fence, it's definitely a double, and it means a runner in scoring position. So Bogan picks up the double. Oh, excuse me, the single. He's at first for Waverly McClinton. McClinton is 0 for 2. Reached on an error and struck out swinging. And he takes it high for ball 1. There goes the runner. The pitch is high, and Logan couldn't get a handle on it, and he dropped the ball as he tried to make his throw to second. So another stolen base here for Okolona. They're running a lot today, and they've only been thrown out 1 time so far. So a runner in scoring position now for McClinton. Tie and run, line drive, and it's going to be a foul ball, says the umpire. Not foul by much, but just hit foul down the left field line. No argument from the third base coach. Clinton just a little bit out in front of that one. That would have tied this game. Bruce leads at 6-5 here in the top of the 4th. And the pitch swung on and missed at a high fastball for strike 2. So 2 strikes on McClinton. Malone with 6 strikeouts. He's pitched well after a shaky first inning when he gave up 5 runs. That pitch is high for a ball. Full count now. Norman Cruz would be next if McClinton can extend the inning here. Tying run at second in Bogan. Bogan takes his lead. The stretch by Malone, and the pitch is fouled off. Three and 2 the count on McClinton. Chieftain center fielder trying to get a big base hit here. Malone trying to work out of the inning. Popped it up foul straight back. Count stays full, 3 and 2. Three-two pitch to McClinton, fouled it back again. Kind of dangerous driving through the Bruce Park on a day that a baseball game's going on. That's a couple that we've seen it hit right in the middle of the street. Once again, the payoff pitch coming here to McClinton. Logan gives the sign. Malone ready. Here it comes, and he walked him on a pitch up high. So McClinton moves to first. A good at bat for him. He fouled off several before getting the walk. So McClinton at first, Bogan at second, Norman Cruz the hitter. Cruz walked. Didn't hit a line shot, but Logan went up in the air and hauled it in with a great defensive play. Back in the second inning to rob Cruz from a base hit and what would have been an RBI. With a runner at third at the time. The pitch, line drive down the left field line. That's going to be down for a base hit. Coming around third and scoring will be Bogan. McClinton will stop at second, and we're tied once again at 6. So an RBI base hit for Cruz, as nobody able to get that line drive. A 2-out rally here for Okolona. McClinton moves to second. Cruz at first, and now Anthony Buchanan will be the hitter. Buchanan is 1 for 1. He doubled and scored and then walked. He has driven in a couple as well today. And the pitch is high and away for ball 1. Ball hit off the end of the bat, knocked down there by Dye, and Dye steps on the bag to end the inning. So a good job of staying with it that time for Ches Dye. He was able to knock down. That ball was hit right off the end of the bat, had a lot of spin on it. Dye able to make the play, 5 unassisted to end the inning, but the Chieftains do pick up 1 run on 2 hits. No errors and 2 men left. After 3.5, we're tied. Okolona sits, Bruce sits. We'll take a break and be back in just a moment. Bottom of the 4th inning as Bill Malone leads it off here for the Trojans, the number 9 hitter. Then we'll be back to the top of the order in Jackson and Logan. Malone grounded into a fielder's choice his first time up, but came around and score. And he swings and misses. He grounded into a quite unusual 5-6 fielder's choice when he hit a ground ball to third and threw to the shortstop who stepped on the base at second. The ball fouled out of play out into the parking lot. That one took a 1 hop right in the back of a pickup truck. 1 ball and 2 strikes. That pitch is away. Count goes to 2-2. 2 balls and 2 strikes here on Bill Malone. Two pitch coming. And he struck him out on an off-speed pitch. It looked like either a curve or a changeup. So Malone goes down, and that's the first strikeout of the day for Cruz. One guy once said that Cruz is not throwing hard enough to break an egg up against a brick wall, but he did get the strikeout there on a off-speed pitch. Now Jamal Jackson popped it up behind second base, and he's retired for the second out of the inning. 2 down, and Chad Logan the batter. So Jackson, for the second time tonight, came up swinging at the first pitch, got one he liked, but got under it, popped out to second, 2 down. And with the bases empty, Chad Logan. Logan doubled to right on a play in which the right fielder, LaCastro, slipped down. And then he fly deep to center, so he's 1 for 2 on the afternoon. And he popped that one foul out of play. And that one nearly hit another car. That one was very close. Adam, that's about as close as you can get to hitting the front end of a vehicle driving by. 1 strike to count here on Chad Logan. And he hits a hard ball through the hole in the left field for a base hit. Good job by Logan that time, waiting on that off-speed pitch. Lining it through between short and third for a hit. So Logan's at first. And we're going to have a pinch runner for him. Ferguson will come in. Wally Ferguson to pinch run. And the batter is Colton Ward. Ward's 1 for 2 with a single and a run score. We're tied at 6 here in the bottom of the 4th. Pitch is a strike on the outside corner, 0-1 to count. Ferguson takes the lead, pinch running for Chad Logan. And that one's low and away off the mid of the catcher, and down to second will go Ferguson. Be a pass ball against the catcher, Brown. So we'll go ahead and run in scoring position now for Ward. That pitch high and away, ball 2, 2-1. We will be selecting our player of the game at the conclusion of this one, so stay with us for that. And a pitch, that's line down the right field line, and it's going to be a fair ball just inside the line. Ferguson will come around to score. Ward is heading for second. He's going to go on over to third. Here's the throw. He's going to be safe. Just under the tag. Despite the disagreement from the third baseman that time. Hughes thought he had him. But Ward comes through with an RBI triple, and that puts the Trojans up 7-6. Second triple of the game for Bruce. Eddie Logan will be the batter. Logan is 0 for 2 with an RBI. Flied to center his last time up and grounded short back in the first. Takes that one high for ball 1. 7-6 Trojans here in the bottom of the 4th. Off-speed pitch is high. 2 balls and no strikes. Two-0 pitch, line to left field, another base hit. Ward will score, and Logan has a base hit. Cruz looks like he's just, to me, throwing batting practice up there. Not much speed on his fastball at all. Bruce just has to be patient, and they're starting to get to him now. They're starting to time those off-speed pitches. So an RBI for Eddie Logan. That ball's popped up right field, and that's going to be caught by the right fielder, and that's McClinton out there in the right field. Bogan's actually in center. They moved around from the original lineup, and that ends the inning. So Dye flies out on the first pitch, but the Trojans do pick up 2 runs in the inning, and they've scored 2 runs in every inning so far. The first 4, and after 4, your score. Bruce 8, Okolona 6. We'll take a break and be back in just a moment. against Bill Malone, who's working with a 2-run lead now. Ground ball foul, and up along third. So Brown, the catcher, leading it off. Then Jamie LaCastro and Andrew Eddy, the first 3 here in the 5th for Okolona. Bruce, we said, has scored 2 runs in every inning so far, the first 4. Popped it up, and that's going to be foul. Had several balls hit right over between us and the Trojan dugout. One ball, 2 strikes now on Greg Brown. Sun going down. It's getting a little chilly here, Bruce. He struck him out. He tied him up on a pitch inside. A fastball in on the hands. And that's strikeout number 7 for Malone. One down here in the 5th. We saw Scott Ellison from Houston the other night, Adam and myself, down in Caledonia. Strikeout 14 in beating the Confederates. That pitch low and away for ball 1. And what I think, unless we're going to a ball game, I don't think there's any chance that you're going to go through Caledonia.
Not at all.
That's a place you got to be going there for a reason. It's not one you pass through. But a nice little community once you get there. Has a strike on the inside corner. And they have a baseball tradition down there. Fly ball right field. Armstrong coming in. Armstrong is not going to make the play. Dropped it. E9 be the scoring on that one. So LaCastro reaches on the error. That's twice today he's reached on an error. 4 errors now against Bruce. And the batter will be Andrew Eddy. Eddy has yet to make contact. He's 0 for 2, couple of strikeouts. Looked like he was kind of half trying to bunt that ball and missed it for strike 1. One strike the count here on Andrew Eddy. Swing and a miss as Malone got him to go up the ladder that time and chase one up over his head, and it's strike 2. No balls and 2 strikes. A lot of activities, we said earlier, out here in the park in Bruce. There's a little ground ball to the right side. That might get through, but Spencer over to get it. Flips to first to Logan for the out. Spencer had to come a long way. He was playing up the middle, but it wasn't hit very hard, and he was able to get there and made a nice play on it. 4-3 for the second out. LaCastro goes down to second on the play, and with 2 down now, it's Chris Hughes. Hughes has struck out twice today as well. He's 0 for 2. Takes a big cut, but it comes up empty for strike 1. Top of the 5th inning, 8-6 Trojans, strike 2 swinging. Now Malone's 1 strike away from once again shutting Okolona down. They got 5 in the first and 1 in the 4th. Here's the pitch. There's strike 3 called. He struck him out for the 3rd time, so Hughes has the hat trick on the afternoon with 3 strikeouts. 8 now for Bill Malone, so he's starting to compile quite a strikeout total. We've completed 4.5 here from Bruce, with the Trojans leading it 8-6. Once again, I want to talk about some of the businesses that are helping bring this game to you today. Grisani Rebel Motors, also Fred's Pharmacy, Kelwood Factory Outlet and Kelwood Company, Weeks Big Star and Bruce, Parker Brothers Trucking Company, Merchants and Farmers Bank, Warehouser Company, Bruce Furniture Industries, Calhoun Apparel Incorporated, Smokehouse Restaurant and Barbecue Company, Dr. Bruce Longest, Southern Discount Drugs, Vance Camper Sales in Grenada, also Y'all Come Sports, TDS Telecom, Calhoun City, Pylon Furniture, Custom Coverage Insurance, and Bowles Honda, as well as Home Care Medical Products in Calhoun City. Cruz taking his warm-up tosses here as we go to the bottom of the 5th inning. Bruce on top 8-6 of a 7-inning ball game, unless the Trojans are up by 10 at the end of 5 or more innings. Right now it would take a big inning for them to get to that point. They're up by a score of 8-6. 2 runs in the first, 2 in the second, 2 in the third, 2 in the fourth. So we'll see if they can keep that string going. Here in the bottom of the 5th inning, Brent Spencer, Matt Fulton, Kenny Armstrong are your hitters. So far they're hitting for Bruce. Jackson's 2 for 3, Logan's 2 for 3, Ward's 2 for 3, Logan's 1 for 3, Eddie Logan. Chesti's 1 for 3. Matt Fulton's 1 for 2. Armstrong's 1 for 2. So those are the guys that have hits today. Spencer is 0 for 1, but he does have a sac fly and an RBI. And this is ground ball to the hole and a base hit. So Spencer gets his first hit of the day, and he will make the turn at first and hold there with a leadoff single. So there's a good start to the bottom of the 5th. And Matt Fulton, the batter. Fulton reached on an error, and then he also had a base hit and an RBI, so he is 1 for 2. Spencer over at first. Good speed, and the pitch is away for ball 1. There goes the runner, swinging a miss. The throw down to second, not even close. Spencer went in standing. He stole that one easily. Stole it off the pitcher. And Brown made a pretty good throw, but it was way late. So a stolen base for Brent Spencer. He's at second now. 1-1 count on Fulton. Now throw back to second, and Spencer has to dive back. Shortstop came in behind that time. Jeremy Cox. They're playing Fulton to pull just a bit. Left center field is Bogan out there. He's playing in left center. Line drive down the right field line. That's trouble. It's going to be a base hit. Spencer coming around third. Here's the throw. It's going to be cut off, and Spencer will score. And the second RBI of the day for Matt Fulton. Fulton delivers a base hit down the right field line. And it's now 9-6 Bruce. Nobody out, and the batter's Kenny Armstrong. So the stolen base gets Spencer in scoring position, and Bruce able to manufacture a run there with a nice base hit. Curveball, throw back to first, not in time. That one probably didn't even break the speed limit of 55. That was moving pretty slowly in there, and Armstrong took it all the way for a strike. 1 for 2 on the day. He bunts it down the third baseline. A good bunt, knocked down, but he's going to have to hurry, and he does get him. So Armstrong is retired, but he does pick up a sacrifice. Moving Fulton down to second and bringing up Bill Malone. Malone is 0 for 2. Grounded into a fielder's choice and struck out. That pitch is outside for ball 1. 1-0 the count. 1 out. 9 sits Trojans with another runner in scoring position. Here's the pitch. Popped it up. Foul out of play over the Okolona dugout. Here's the pitch to Bill Malone, up high for a ball. 2 balls and a strike now. The 2-1 pitch from Cruz, and that one's way up high, ball 3. That just sailed up and in, and it's 3-1 on Malone. Cruz may be running out of gas. Okolona doesn't have, looks like maybe 2 people on the bench, so they do have just enough. Malone's going to draw the walk, so he'll trot down to first. First and second now with 1 out. Jamal Jackson coming up, and a pinch runner will come in here for Bill Malone. The pitcher, of course. Fulton at second, Malone at first, and Spencer is 2 for 3. He has a triple and a home run. Now he needs to get the double. It's a chance to get a cycle today. Fouls the first pitch for strike 1. He has gone up there hacking on the first pitch each time. Likes to jump on that first pitch. He's an aggressive hitter. Curveball, he reaches out, lines it into right center field. That's down for a base hit. Over to third will be Fulton. Fulton held up to make sure it wasn't going to be caught out there by Bogan. So he only gets to third, and the bases are loaded with 1 out for Chad Logan. So now Jackson picks up a single, so if he gets one more at bat, he can go for the double and a chance to get the cycle. 3 for 4 in the afternoon, and now Chad Logan, who's 2 for 3, and Logan may take a rip at one here and try to knock this one out of the park. Only 1 down. You know he's going to be sitting on 1 here, and the pitch is high for ball 1. One out, bases loaded with Trojans. 9 sits to score. And the pitch is a strike called. 1 ball and 1 strike. One pitch coming from Norman Cruz. And Logan hits a high fly ball to left field. He got under it. LaCastro coming in. LaCastro makes the catch. Throws it to the plate. But nobody's going to try to advance, and Logan flies out to left. Logan was trying to go for the long ball, but got under that one. And LaCastro finally caught one out there in left field. So 2 down. And it's up to Colton Ward, who's had an excellent day. A single and a triple and a run batted in, 2-run score. Big RBI opportunity here with 2 down. Bruce with a chance to break this game wide open. Pitch is fouled out of play. Still very much a game right now. Only 9 sits, Bruce on top, so they need to pick up these runners that are on base here. That one's high for ball 1. 1-1 to count. One pitch. Ball 2 up and away. 2 balls and a strike. Okolona and Bruce, what used to be one of the best rivalries in football. Now they're not in the district anymore, and so don't even play each other. Popped it up, left field. Another chance for LaCastro. It's going to be a shortstop backing up. He makes the catch. And Cruz pitches out of a jam as Bruce leaves the bases loaded in the bottom of the 5th inning. They do pick up 1 run on 3 hits. No errors and 3 men left, and after 5, your score, Bruce 9 and Okolona 6. We'll take a break, hear from some more sponsors. Okolona will have the top of the order coming up in just a moment. As we go to the top of the 6th inning, Bruce on top 9 sits. Bill Malone trying to close it out, pick up the victory today. That's the first inning in which Bruce has not picked up 2 runs. They just picked up 1 in the bottom of the 5th to extend their lead to 9 sits now. Top of the order for Okolona, this is Jeremy Kotz. Kotz is 1 for 2. Also has a walk. Top of the order, Kotz, Bogan, and McClinton for the Chieftains. They try to rally. That's a line drive, base hit to left. So here comes Okolona once again. Kotz with a hard hit ball through the hole. So he's at first for Derek Bogan now. Bogan's 1 for 3. Had a base hit his last time up, came around to score. Bogan, who started the game in left field and moved over to center field after LaCastro had some trouble. Here's the pitch, swing and a miss at a high fastball as Okolona a couple of times have chased some pitches out of the zone. Back in the 5th, Malone had 2 strikeouts. He's got 7 on the day. He has a throw to first. Actually has 8 strikeouts now. Another throw over by Bill Malone. Here's the stretch. The pitcher runner goes. The throw down to second is going to be not in time. He slid under it. Spencer might have been juggling the ball a little bit as he was covering. So a stolen base for Jeremy Kotz. That's his 3rd stolen base on the day. Now Bogan, a chance to drive in a run here with a base hit. Here's the pitch, outside for a ball. 1 ball and 2 strikes now. One-two pitch, line shot, base hit right up the middle. He's going to try to score him. Here's a throw to the plate, and he is out. That's a terrible play by Okolona, trying to score him there, because Kotz had actually stopped at third, and then he tried to score after that. He hesitated, and once he did that, Logan did a good job of blocking the plate and applying the tag for the out. So A good job by Colton Ward, who got that ball back in and threw a strike to the plate to nail him. So 1 down now. Kotz is erased at the plate. Bogan ends up at second, so he's down there with 1 out. Waverly McClinton, the batter now. And McClinton takes a strike. On 1 account on McClinton. And that one's inside for a ball. Clinton stares out the mound. He didn't particularly like that inside pitch. 1 ball, 1 strike the count. And that pitch high for ball 2. 2-1 the count. Two one the count on Waverly McClinton. There's a strike call, and it's 2-2. Two balls and 2 strikes on McClinton. 0 for 2 on the day with a walk and a run scored. Norman Cruz is on deck. He's hit the ball well today. And that's a ground ball to short. Ward will charge, bobbles it, comes up with it, throws across. Got him. And a run will score, though, as Logan had to stretch to stay on the bag, and he did so. But the run scored, and Bruce wanting to check to make sure he touched home plate. Umpire says yes, he did, so it's 9-7. As McClinton grounds out 6-3. No RBI on the play, as on the fielders. He came all the way around from second to score. Really, that's just Bruce not really paying attention that time and allowed him to score. So it's 9-7. A ground ball foul by Norman Cruz. Base is empty. Two outs. Well, that play at the plate, that looms big now to get that runner Kotz thrown out the plate. Cruz is 1 for 2, pops it up left field. There's going to be trouble, though, coming in hard, and nobody's going to get it. It drops in between Ward and Fulton out there for a bloop single for Norman Cruz. And that'll send the tying run to the plate. And Anthony Buchanan. 3 hits in the inning for Okolona, so Malone may be running out of gas here in the 6th inning. Both pitchers have been hit pretty hard today. Of course, we've got a high-scoring game, 9-7. And the pitch is outside for ball 1. Runner goes, pitching the dirt. The throw down to second is going to be not in time. Stolen base for Cruz. So Okolona really running those base paths today. They have racked up quite a few stolen bases. Let's see how many they've got. That's 4, 5, 6. 6 for 7 in stolen bases today. Only 1 time have they been thrown out. Another runner in scoring position now, and the pitch is outside for a ball. 1-1 to count. Anthony Buchanan, who's 1 for 2 with a run scored, 2 runs batted in. Fouls that one back to the screen. One ball and 2 strikes here on Anthony Buchanan, the Okolona first baseman. Big hole in right center. If he could get one in the gap out there, he could run for a while. Here's the pitch. High for ball 4. So there's a 3-2 pitch, actually, and Buchanan walks on the play. So he's down at second, representing the tying run. The batter will be Greg Brown. Brown, the hitter, the catcher, who is 0 for 2. He was hit by a pitch back in the first and came around to score. Trojans on top 9-7. We're in the top of the 6th inning, but Okolona has already scored 1, and they're threatening again with 2 men on, but there are 2 outs. Excuse me, 1 out. Yeah, 2 outs. Excuse me, it is 2 outs. Ball popped out of play and out into the street once again. Strike 1. Almost forgot about the Cox being thrown out at the plate. That was the first out, and then McClinton grounded out to short. So 2 down here in the 6th. Malone trying to work his way out of it here and protect the 2-run lead. Malone delivers. Foul ball up along third. Two strikes on Greg Brown, who has struck out twice. See if Malone can get him one more time. To stretch the pitch, and he does. Strikes him out on a curveball. And Brown strikes out for the 3rd time tonight. And Okolona picks up 1 run in the top of the 6th on 3 hits. 2 men left. No Bruce errors. After 5.5, your score. Bruce 9, Okolona 7. Due up for the Trojans will be Eddie Logan, Chest Dye, Brent Spencer in just a moment. Welcome back to action here, where Eddie Logan just swung at the first pitch and popped out to second for the first out. We have a new pitcher in the game for Okolona. That's the former catcher Greg Brown, who has come in to pitch at right-hander, working against Chest Dye here, and the count's 1-0 on Dye. Some defensive changes as well. Got a left-handed second baseman in the game. You don't see that very often. That's Anthony Buchanan, who moved down to second, I believe. Pitch is low for a ball. Cruz moved to third, and got a new first baseman in. And a new catcher, looks like. That pitch is in the dirt to Chest Dye for a ball. It's 3-0. 3 balls and no strikes here on the Trojan third baseman Chest Dye, who is 1 for 3 on the day. Has a run scored. And he takes it for ball 4 on 4 pitches. So Dye's aboard. So Dye at first, and the batter is Brent Spencer. Spencer singled his last time up, came around to score. He's also driven in a run on a sac fly, so he's 1 for 2, and he takes that one up high for ball 1. Gets by the catcher. Dye takes a wide turn at second, but he'll hold there. Dye was running on the pitch, so he'll give him a stolen base. So Dye's down at second in scoring position here, and Bruce trying to get a little insurance here in the bottom of the 6th, up by 2 runs, 9-7. Ground ball to short. Shortstop, and let it go right under his glove. Dye will come around and score. And Dye will be in easily. And an error on the shortstop. So E sits. So Spencer will reach on an error. He's at first as Dye comes around to score his second run of the day. It's now 10-7 Bruce. Matt Fulton, the batter. Fulton's had a good day, 2 for 3 with 2 RBIs. Throw to first. Jamal Jackson needs a double in this game to have a cycle, and the way Bruce is swinging right now, he might get one more at bat. Do a fourth right now, but here's one out. Spencer's running. The pitch is lined down to first and through for a base hit. Fulton has another base hit. Spencer keeps on going, and he'll go into third as the throw will come to the plate. And so first and third now for the Trojans on a base hit by Fulton. Matt Fulton, 3 for 4. He hit that one right through the hole. So Bill Malone, the hitter. Oh, excuse me, Kenny Armstrong first. Kenny Armstrong's up. First and third, and a throw to first. Fulton back easily. Bruce has scored 9 runs. 10 runs, make it on 14 hits. 10-7 to score, another throw over, and they throw it away. Spencer will try it home. Fulton's going to go to second on the play. And it's now 11-7 on the error. 2 errors in this inning against Okolona. Both teams have made 4 errors now on the night. So Spencer comes in to score rather easily, and Fulton moves into scoring position now. Chance to knock in a run here for Kenny Armstrong. He takes it high and inside for a ball. 11-7 Trojans here in the bottom of the 6th inning. 1 out. That pitch is low for another ball. Well, Brown's not fooling anybody out there on the mound right now. 2-0 the count. Struggling to throw strikes, and when he does, his ball's being hit pretty sharply every time. Spencer hit it hard. Reached on that error, and that pitch is down and in for another ball. (3-0) on Armstrong. He'll probably take here. And he does, and it's a strike call. 3-1 the count. Kenny's 1 for 2. Popped to the pitcher, singled, and then had a sacrifice bunt. His last at bat back in the 5th. And the pitch, inside, ball 4. Another walk by Brown. So Bill Malone now will bat. The runners at first and second, 1 down. Be nice if the Trojans could put 6 more on the board here and end it right here. And I almost hit him. He had to spin away from that one. Wouldn't have hurt because that ball was barely moving. He felt like he lobbed it up there and almost hit him, but ball 1 to count on Bill Malone. Brown delivers ball 2. Brown can't find the strike zone right now. Walked 2 in the inning so far, and he's behind Malone 2-0. Pop foul out of play to the right. 2 balls and a strike. (2-1 to count on the Trojan pitcher today, Bill Malone. Malone, of course, trying to pick up the win on the mound. He could help himself get some extra runs here with a base hit. Instead, he takes down an in ball 3, 3-1. Jackson would be next. So he will indeed, unless we have a double play, get another bat. There's a little pop up to third. That's going to be caught for the out. Malone got jammed on a pitch inside and pops out to the third baseman. So 2 down. Now the top of the order in Jamal Jackson. 3 for 4. A triple home run and a single. I'd like to see him get a double here and go ahead and complete the cycle. He's just been jumping on the first pitch all day long. Let's see if he does it here. No, he takes that one for ball 1. That wasn't close enough to swing, so 1-0 the count. Fulton at second, Armstrong at first. 2 down here in the 6th. Okolona will have one more chance. And they'll have the bottom 3 in their order: LaCastro, Eddy, and Hughes. The 1-0 to Jackson, and he fouls it back at the plate. He was out in front of that one. And the count evens 1 ball, 1 strike. That pitch is low for a ball. (11-7) Trojans, bottom of the 6th. 2 men on, 2 men out, trying to add to the lead. And Jamal Jackson takes it outside, ball 3. That gets away from the catcher, and the runners will move up to second and third. Bruce could use a big hit here. Up by 4, that's still very much a chance for Okolona. But if you put them down 6, it would really make it tough. Here's the pitch. Fly ball deep to center field. It's going to be over the head, or did he catch it? He dropped the ball, and it's going to be a double for Jackson. He's got the cycle. So Jamal Jackson is going to come up with the cycle. That ball, looked like it was right up against the light pole out there in center. He made a nice attempt that time for Bogan, but he might have even hit his glove, but it was a tough catch going back. So we'll give Jackson a double and 2 RBIs, and Jamal Jackson is hit for the cycle today, and now Chad Logan throws it away, and Jackson goes to third. 13-7, Bruce with those 2 runs. 4 runs here in the inning. Fulton and Armstrong both scored on that long hit by Jamal. Striking there to Logan. 4 hits today for Jamal Jackson and 4 runs batted in. Logan hits one deep to left, way back, and that baby is gone. Up in the trees in left field. Chad Logan with a 2-run home run. He creamed that one as Brown laid it in there. And Logan comes through with a big 2-run home run to make it 15-7. So 2 RBIs for Chad. He's got 3 hits on the day, 3 runs scored. 2 RBIs. So Logan has a double, a single, and a home run. All he lacks for the cycle is a triple. Here's Colton Ward. Ward takes it high and away, ball 1. Ward's the 9th man to bat in the inning. That ball is hit in the air to center field. Center fielder Bogan going back, making a long run, can't make the catch. And Ward is going to be in the second. What do you think, Adam? Is that an error?
I don't know. It looked like he just outran the ball that time. I'd give him credit for the base hit.
All right, we'll give him a double. Tough call there. It's a ball he should have caught, but I'm not sure he ever touched it. So a double for Ward. We'll give him the... So now he has a single, triple, and a double. Everybody having a good game at the top of the order for Bruce today. 3 hits for Colton Ward, and now Logan, if he could knock one out, this game would be over. Pitches inside for ball 1. Pitch to Eddie Logan is down low, and over to third will go Colton Ward. Logan started this inning by popping out to second. He's come back around, though. Never like to make 2 outs in 1 inning, so maybe Eddie can come through here with a big base hit. 2-0 the count. There's a strike, and it's 2 balls and a strike now on Eddie Logan. Two 2-1 pitch, ground ball to the shortstop, and it's going to be through. So a base hit for Eddie Logan. Ward will score to make it 16-7. Logan gets his 3rd RBI of the day. Let's see if Chest Dye can end it right here. Popped it up. First base side. Will it be out of play? No. Brown made the catch, I believe, and the inning is over. So Dye pops out, and so we'll have to go to the top of the 7th. Bruce came within 1 run of closing it out here in the 6th. But it's not meant to be, so we'll go to the top of the 7th inning with the score. The Trojans 16, Okolona 7. It'll be LaCastro, Eddy, and Hughes coming up in the top of the 7th. We'll take a break and be back here in just a moment. And lines one right to Chest Dye, who reaches up and grabs it for the first out of the inning. One down here in the top of the 7th. That's like how we like them there, Adam. 1 pitch, 1 out.
Yep, just get 2 more like that, and we'll be wrapping this up and going home. It's starting to get a little cold.
Here's Andrew Eddy, who's 0 for 3. Oh, actually, we're going to have a pinch hitter for Andrew Eddy. We're not real sure who this is. This is a guy who came in to catch for Okolona. Little guy, not a very big strike zone. One ball, no strikes here on the Okolona catcher, we'll call him. Got another pinch hitter on deck. Another guy who just checked in is the first baseman, number 20, who came in to play first base. Bruce 2 outs away from closing this one out. And the pitch is low for ball 4. Not what Malone wanted to do there, is walk a pinch hitter or walk a guy who just came into the game especially. So he's aboard now. And 16-7, Bruce on top by 9 runs. Been an ugly game for the pitchers. He looked like he was chopping wood on that one. That pitch was a foot over his head for strike 1. Looked like he was serving a tennis ball. And he takes one right down the middle for strike 2. Figure that. 0-2 the count on number 20. We checked in. We didn't get a full roster for Okolona. And they only had 11 players total. And that's strike 3 at a high fastball. So 1, 2, 3, and Malone punches him out. 9 strikeouts now for Bill Malone. Make it 10. 10 strikeouts for Malone. Struck out the number 9 hitter 4 times in a row now. Now at the top of the order, and Jeremy Kotz. Kotz is 2 for 3. Jamal Jackson's going to be our player of the game tonight for Bruce. Having hit for the cycle. You don't see that a whole lot of times in baseball when a guy can do that. Bruce had several guys that had great offensive games. Chad Logan had a good one too. He had a double, a single, and a home run. 3 runs scored, 2 runs batted in. Colton Ward had 3 hits, including a single, double, and a triple. There goes a runner. There's a blooper up the middle. Ward's going to have to play it on a hop. He bobbles it, throws to first, and not in time. So an infield hit for Kotz. So first and second with 2 down as Kotz keeps it alive with the single. Eddie, the runner, actually the catcher, goes down a second. So now it's Derek Bogan. Bogan's 2 for 4. And he takes a big cut and misses for strike 1. Ward trying to go all, not Ward, but Malone trying to go all the way. Ward's at second, just made that play, but Bill Malone trying to get the complete game victory today. He's gotten some good support from his bats. 16 runs put on the board, and that pitch is low for ball 1, 1-1 the count. Eddie Logan had a good day as well. 2 hits, 3 runs batted in. And Matt Fulton, 3 hits, 2 runs batted in, a run scored. That ball is hit hard to center. That's going to be over the head and out of the park. That ball was a line shot, home run to dead center off the bat of Derek Bogan, and all of a sudden we've got a 16-10 ball game. So Okolona not going quietly into the night. Took them a while to get here. Now they're going to make sure they're taking them a while to get home. So Bogan hits a 3-run home run and it's 16-10. And the batter is now Waverly McClinton. So Bruce is very glad that they got all those insurance runs. And if you're Okolona, you have to question putting Brown in there to pitch because Brown really didn't show much. Bruce just teed off on him. Jackson hit one on the wall. Logan hit a home run. The defense has been shaky today for Okolona, to say the least, though. They made 4 errors. We could have given them a couple of more. They probably should have caught several of them. Ward's double could have been caught, as Jackson's could have been as well, maybe. 1 ball and 1 strike now on McClinton. And the pitch, and another base hit. So the Chieftains are keeping it going. as McClinton hits a hard hit single through the hole, and now the batter will be Norman Cruz. Bruce has got 18 hits today as that ball hit Cruz, so he'll reach on the hit batter. I think Malone is just about out of steam right now, but Coach Ferguson over there knowing he only needs one out to get out of this and wrap this baby up. Buchanan will be the batter now. He is 1 for 2 with a couple of walks and a double. Pickoff play to second's not in time. Popped it up. That should do it. Chest die is going to be under it. He makes the catch, and that's your ball game. The Bruce Trojans victorious today over the Okolona Chieftains by the final score of 16-10. So Bruce wins a slugfest this afternoon and tonight as the Trojans pull out the victory. Your winning pitcher is Bill Malone, Norman Cruz the loser, and our most valuable player for the afternoon, Jamal Jackson, who was 4 for 5. He had a single, double, triple, and a home run. 4 runs batted in and 3 runs scored. We'll take a break and be back with some final thoughts here from Bruce after these messages. Welcome back to the post-game show. We're talking to our player of the game, Jamal Jackson, the Bruce Trojan center fielder, who was 4 for 5 today, 4 RBIs, 3 runs scored, and he hit for the cycle. Single, double, triple, and a home run as the Trojans win 16-10. And Jamal, you guys have come out today against Okolona, and they played you close there for a while, and you came up with a big inning there in the 6th to blow it open.
Yeah, we had to get some runs. We hadn't been doing that all day, and we just kind of started hitting the ball at the end, making plays, doing what we were supposed to do.
We'll talk about the season so far. It's winding down now. You've got the tournament coming up here, but any chances still for any playoff hopes right now?
If we win tomorrow night and Thursday night, we're in the playoffs.
Okay, so the Trojans still have a good chance to make the 2A playoffs. Jamal, talk about, did you realize when you came to the plate that last time that you only lacked a double to get the cycle in that time?
Not really.
Didn't really know that, huh? Okay, well, big night for Jamal Jackson coming through with a big hitting, and you guys really got the bats going tonight, 18 hits total.
18.
So it was a great game, and able to pick up the victory, and hopefully you guys can come through with a couple of wins, and we'll hopefully see you later on in the playoffs this year.
Yeah, we're going to do our best.
Appreciate it, Jamal.
All right.
Welcome back, everyone, here to the post-game show. We're talking to Coach Brian Maddox, the Bruce Trojans here, as the Trojans win 16-10 over Okolona. And first of all, Coach, talk about this game with Okolona. You guys really swung the bats well today, putting 18 hits, 16 runs on the board.
Yeah, we hit the ball today well. I thought had a couple of home runs. Good hard base hits. Last time we played these guys, we put 14 pop-ups in the air, easy out. So we did better today, we thought.
Tomorrow you got a big matchup with Winona, a very good ball club. They're going to be coming here, and it's a very important game for this squad as you approach the district tournament and trying to make the playoffs.
Yeah, it sure is. If we win tomorrow, we'll have to win 1 in the division tournament at the end of this week. And if we lose tomorrow, we have to win 3 in a row. We'll start Thursday, and we'll have to win Thursday, Friday, and Saturday to go to the playoffs.
Well, Coach, you got your pitching lined up for tomorrow. Who's going to go tomorrow?
Probably going to start Eddie Logan. Joe Jackson or Jamal may pitch some too. That's what tentatively right now anyway.
Yeah, well, hopefully the Trojans can win tomorrow to make it a lot easier and get in the playoffs. As you said, if you lose, of course, it'll be a tough road down the stretch. But good luck to you guys. I hope to see you a little bit later, maybe in the playoffs.
Thanks, Don.
Thank you, Brian.
Appreciate it.
That's all the time we have here from Bruce, where the Trojans have won it 16-10 over the Okolona Chieftains. Congratulations on Jamal Jackson being our player of the game, and we're glad to talk to Coach Maddox and, of course, Coach Ferguson as they are winding down the season. And hopefully, if they can win against Winona, then they'll have a very good chance to make the playoffs. For Adam Gore, I'm Don Brooks saying so long. We're glad you could join us here on the Game of the Week in Calhoun County, and we'll see you next time, everyone.